powerful, you're powerful, you're powerful, you're powerful, you're powerful. Oh, this is a quick one. Wakimenya no ginya. I have to understand. Joy unto you. Let there be light. Too much light. Too much information. So you don't need that light. What happened now? You need that light. So I don't like wearing other people's labels. You have to pay attention to lines. That's the spirit. You have to pay attention to lines. You have to pay attention to lines all the way to the vest. Omode ni Wednesday. It's what you call wedding day or din day. It's a day ruled by commerce. It's Earth Day. Today the one agaja. Earth. The elements, the colors, growth, structure, stability, everything you see outside being a Wednesday or din day. Now, last night, before we finished, it was delayed because I just saw it in the comments after ending the live. Now, Anura Kibs, shout out to Soul Group. Anura Kibs in already rape and ancestors. Akoria, yes, Yambra? Akoria gana. When rape happens, something to do with ancestors and forgiving and things like those ones. So now, who is an ancestor? An ancestor is something that was there before you, ancient. Can even be a plant, all the way to some extinct animals. So an ancestor is something that was there before you. Okay? The people who built the roads are your ancestors. Though, when it goes to ancestors, we like going beyond your grandmother. So an ancestor would be your mother's grandmother. Start with your mother's grandmother. That's a proper ancestor. It was so na komane go komara komire. Wakila sosonia na komire turamhurukiri. So though no ancestor, but kuma maitoa soso anyu, that's a perfect ancestor. Ono yokire kuya boha hare. This man. Bugs, we call them bugs. What you call insects, you talk about bugs. Now, since now you know an ancestor is something that was there before you, so then you know it's something that has experienced before you, has been in that location and position before you. Now, you may say, which is an argument, a lot of people have this ukaiwa mundu akiuga atiriri ati acucu matiikiraga nguo acucu mari thutha atire kindu gia thutha gana mbere gana time. Remember, we are looking at an energy. We are looking at what that thing represents. It's not what you do, it's how you do. So even during your grandmother there was rape. Now what is rape? Rape, first of all, get your mind out of the gutter, get your mind out of the physical, get your mind out of the 3D. In my channel, we go beyond the 3D. We go beyond the common, the programs you have. So in the context that we use rape now, we use rape when a woman is forced to have intercourse against her will. That is what you call rape. But that is not what rape is. A rape is any time, it's actually, it goes beyond that. Rape is any time something is taken forcibly from you. But now when it comes here, a lot of people are going to manifest it, rape as a sexual act. But it is when something has been forcibly taken away from you. Okay, where they raped the lands, aka you come to a forest, you cut down the trees, and you take them all away. You are raping the land. You are taking without a care. You are taking forcibly. You are against a person's will. You go to the Amazon, against the people who live in the Amazon, you are cutting down their trees. So rape is when you're doing something against someone else's what do you call will, and you are threatening them. It is the new word when rape and a threat. So it's always someone who is stronger doing something to someone who is weaker. Either they have a weapon. We have heard of soldiers raping people. So that's the energy. So before you get to the sexual act, rape comes in all that energy of taking against your will, threatening someone, taking against their will. Now, let's go back and answer so good. Shout out to Anura Kips no already Kyuria Kill. So Anura Kips Akuria, of course, are again in the context of rape as a physical thing happening to you. Now, let's say, and this is a thing that I've been dealing with, a lot of our women have been raped. A lot of our women have been touched inappropriately by their family members, their uncles, their grandfathers, and they have been keeping quiet with these things. These are some of the things you need to cleanse from your system. These are some of the things you need to seek counseling. You have to let it go, because if you don't let it go, if you are molested by your uncle, your grandfather, and a lot of even some by their fathers, if you don't get rid of this guilt, either it's going to come to you, your children, your descendants, your siblings, and even if it doesn't come to your siblings, it's going to go down the line, maybe 3 or 4 generations, and it's going to manifest. It's an ancestral curse, and a curse is a curve. It's something that you don't want attached to your energy. It's something you don't want attached to your program. It's something you don't want attached to your cloud, how you exist. Okay? Now, your grandmother may have been raped during the emergency time by Ndahikio. Terms and conditions apply. So you cannot always go around cursing people, because you have seen people changed. You have seen, as an example, when one eti adu macenjetie ukera mundu ngani acenjirie muno no ndungiuga niwe. So as an example, you know people change. That is not debatable. You know people change, things change, seasons change. He mutu uturite uhanyu ukurite muga mutu sino anoso ukura mundu eno kamuti gaka gakorwo na itherũ nio ndigwa ni gakora ndeciragia gwatema kamuti gaka na ni utwikire muti. So change is always welcome. So you cannot always go around cursing people all the time. Nikigwa dauga adwasu marathurwo ni tiri, all terms and conditions apply until when they want to change. So you cannot put a spirit in that kind of context of because we are powerful with our words, okay? Now, we are the creators, we are not the creation. I understand everyone is trying to run somewhere, it's morning, you have to go somewhere, it's a Wednesday, commerce day. Wednesday, the day is ruled by commerce, communication. Now, if that thing happened to your grandmother and she kept quiet, and just ask your mother, which is now her mother. No, it will be very lucky, especially when you keep hearing me say this. If your grandmother is there, please try and find out how her mother was, because that is how you can tell what's happening in your family. Ona utathiite bogo-ini kana kuraguriru agikorwo cucu wanyu eho umuhingurire ngoro nondu wathi kumuria cucu mamu wanyu hanaga no kahoro murie cucu to mundu ni akuraga na niguo warerete maitu wega ri inake maitu wanyu hanaga atia. Also when you're talking to your grandmother ni uramuri cucu ukigia mami ri wariku within to labor, especially for girls. It's easier to ask because we are all girls. I don't get any tinaga so ramuria isusu ri ukigia mami ri etho nyitwo ni ruo ri wari kususu makaba. You activating your makaba ukamuria susu wari ku ugia an idea no akwiri ari thamirio. So menya already had trials and tribulations. She was already on the run. Now you didn't know. Now you know your grandmother was on the run. She was not in her best state of mind. Okay? Now, You may get into that understanding of how your social was or how your mother was. Now, tuge cucu wanyu nĩ akinyithĩtwo kĩa hinya, nĩ arĩpĩtwo, nderire mũndũ ndahonirie maũndũ mau. That energy of rape may not even come to your mother, may not even come to you. It may come to your children. Now you have children. You know wagĩa ciana. But remember, the energy of rape is things being taken forcibly away from them by people who have more power. Feeling threatened. Things being taken without them giving consent. Matinethikira. So you may find that you have children, or you yourself, no ikonyo kona wera, no watahwo wera. Ukahigura duka rĩrĩa agacĩra rĩ, ote duka nĩ rokire ratuo Nairobi ĩraiywo. That's rape. You are back to zero. It was taken against your will, forcibly by people who had weapons and guns. They can be seen on CCTV. So you are in that frequency of rape. So for you, it's not manifesting physically yet. Keyword yet. And this is a sign. There are people who get raped in their marriages. You have a husband, he never does foreplay. They don't care. There are people who have no, that is rape in your house, in your matrimonial bed. But it's not coming from him. It's coming from you as the female, as the one who is receiving. You are in that energy of being taken advantage of. To the point, your husband thinks you are there just for sex. So he can take forcibly whenever he wants. Under threat. Okay? So you just have to consent. You get where I'm going with this? So it goes deeper than that. We have to find the behind. Together, the devil is in the details. Okay? In my consultations, people know I go deep. I don't just go on the surface level. We go deep. We find the devil is in the details. We'll find out what it is that is bugging you. Okay? Some of you cannot even enjoy sex with your spouses because of the mental blockages that you have. And some of this just stems even from the way you had your part. So rape is not just the physical rape. That energy of rape is something that is going against your will. Someone is forcing you to do something you don't want. That is rape. You had friends, you had taken your children to school, but he's making the decision. You know, you have to communicate. So that's why we say you have to heal, you have to purge, you have to exercise. Ndahikio. You got what the mabe matahikio. Igiorio woni wa jega muthaka igua mundu wothe unatambite undu ungi wothe kana no wegana nduwe wabe utahikio wabe wekwo exorcism wabe tondu muticokaga ihu-ini ni mwarugire magongona wabe utahikio maundu mau mothe wabe weruhio riu ugicoka kumenya maundu mangi wabe ukorwo weheranitwo na thahu ria na irumiria na migiro iri wambiririe na ndahikio before anything else. Then from there you can now be able to kumenya maundu maya mangi mothe kuri thayo. Sino woni wakwa ndinakwira uge ati jega muthaka uge no nginya utahikio. Those are my views, okay, and I'm talking out of experience. Most of the time I like talking out of experience. Yari horo wa experience. Ni ndahikitio mujiru ni atahikitio nyabura ni atahikitio, okay, ebro no nginya ngi atahikirio tondu ekora kigongona-ini kiu ekora in that context of the mother and the father and her. So when it is being done, she also has to be in the picture. Okay, exorcism. Now she has a clean slate. You have a clean start. Now you have a new clean start. You have a reboot. You have a restore to factory settings. You have you have rebooted your device. You have resorted to the applications that come with you before you downloaded new applications, religion, government and everything. Imwe mundu ni ada uthi ageka hard reset, hard reboot. Now you start clean. Now on a clean set now you can decide now as a grown up. Now you are bigger now you are more aware. Now you can set up your own programs. Now you are programming your own program. Not ile si yako wewe. Kuri thayo. So I think I answered Anurakib's. Also, if it's beyond that, Anura Kibs can always come to my DM. My DMs are always open. She can come to my DMs. I can't go into the details, into the context of rape and all that, but I understand where the question is coming from. This is by default things that happen to our queens when they are growing up, when in their younger years, and we have to sort them out and cleanse them out. So I let you go. It's already 7. You do have a beautiful Odin day. Have a beautiful Wednesday. It's a commerce day. It's good for business. If you have not left the house, you can be in earth colors. I have green. You can put, if you have necklaces made of clay, something to do with the ground. Anything you see on the ground is good. You can wear anything that is associated with earth colors. You can wear brown, but brown is more for 30, but you can wear brown. Brown earth. You can do the in the physical, in the 3D you can take, how far it's up to you. When the motherfucker knows what they are doing, or something like that. So nithayo, catch you up later in the day. One ukete kugira bogo. See this man? Ni adigira kugoro. Atigo nyitete kugoro. Digana kugoro. See? Kugoro wake ni kwa uma. There, ena kugoro. Dakomuonia this man. He can survive without one leg. He has 8. Oboka dhiko. No, it's on him, it's not on me. Should be staying outside. Whatever attracted him here, it's on him. Once you understand spirits, once you understand life, and once you understand existences, and once you understand there's many existences, there's many life forms, there's many spirits, there's many existence. This is not the only existence. There's many things happening around you that you cannot see. Then you'll understand how to respect the things around you, the animals, the plants, and everything. But keyword, use them. So when you're using them, you're not getting yourself into any trials and tribulations. You have to understand how to. It's about you. It's not about your mother. It's not about your father. It's not about your spouse or your children. It's about you. It's a very individual thing. Though teamwork make the dream work, together as a family. Thank you, Monjiro. As a family, we bring these things on us. Teamwork make the dream work, but still behind the scenes, it's all about you. You choose your parents. Your parents are not you. You choose that environment. Something attracted you to grow in that environment, that location, that language, that lingo, everything. All that everything. Nikieka. Higamura gosio. Yo, Ginger. Toka inje. You know the issue. Get out. Those are the cats. They are being naughty. Cats can be sly in the morning. So, like we said, it's nothing like something you do with people. No. But as an individual, you are adding to the collective. So most of the problems we have in the world is because most of the world is asleep. So they are not adding anything into the collective. They are not adding anything positive. So we are still stuck in curses. We are still stuck in oppression. We are still stuck in slave mentality. We are still stuck in backwardness. We are still stuck in second-hand. We are second-hand citizens, second-hand spirits, second-hand cars, second-hand third world, all that. So, Koredayo, allow me to enjoy my breakfast. So, kumagatagate, up, down, left and right. Kumagatagate, kagoro yakwa, nithayo, love you people. Have a beautiful day, commerce day, communication, business. Nikyo thoko nyingi cikosi Wednesday, na nithayo.